So once again, let us begin with a very basic practice, but with a genuine attempt and a genuine attitude, a very truthful attitude of surrender. As you become comfortable in your chosen posture, connect to the silence of the body. There is a silence that is the inheritance of the body. Or you can simply inwardly inside the body or towards the body say silence, and let the body reveal that corner, that portion, that part of itself which has that pool, that depth of silence. With this, let the body become steady and still, even though it has been a mental seeking in a way. Towards silence, but we genuinely wait for the response of the body in some of its part which connects us to silence. So it is not a mental, a psychological force that is applied on the body, but as you whisper silence, the body reveals the silence within. In this state, let us spend a few minutes, few genuine and sincere minutes with the breath. There is no direction, there's no demand, no expectation. Simply being with each breath. Trying to acknowledge and connect to everything related to the breath. Everything related to each breath. Whether any movement in any part of the body due to the breathing or the sound of the breath, touch of the breath. And also whether each breath is connecting to the whole body, touching the entire body from within, or if I am aware of a partial connection, a partial touch. If mind intervenes with the knowledge and the remembrance of the preconceived ideas and notions about the breathing, we simply let go. We simply offer it to the divine and once again bring our focus, our concentration to the breath and the truth of each breath. A minute more and let us intensify this aspiration to be more and more aware, Simply be aware of the breathing. We shall try to remain aware of the breathing of each breath as much as possible and as many times as possible. With this continuous awareness of the breath, now spontaneously we move to different parts of the body. The body will give the call where there is any slight, subtle tension or a mental contraction or a hold is persisting. To any such part where the awareness lands, we internally connecting to that part, to that muscle, to that tissue, to the joint, or even the extreme outer layer that is the skin, wherever you feel it, very strongly or subtly, you simply let your breath connect to that part, having the intention of the breath penetrating in that part and releasing that control, releasing that control and letting it land or rest on the earth. So while we do this, the gravitational force is not a force which keeps us pulled down, but which is actually there to support and to receive, to take this extra burden that has been put by us, by the mind, consciously or unconsciously. Next 3 minutes, from one part of the body to the other, intuitively, spontaneously, we actually let the breath penetrate in that part where we have got revealed any tension, any strain. And we connect it to that sacred below, which is ever ready to hold, support, and carry. As deeper you feel the breath is penetrating in that part of the body, that much deeper the connection with that sacred force below is getting established. Through each conscious breath, that is touching and penetrating in the body, it is penetrating in the divine matter. Letting this process continue consciously, at least having that intention placed inside the body. Any muscle, any part of the body where there is tightness, shrinking, it gets the touch of the breath, and the breath directs that part to rest, to release. Release on that vastness below, that loving vastness of the earth. Letting this process go on its own. We let the awareness spread and connect to the entire body. And observe and become aware if you feel the entire body more grounded. Connection with the entire body and the silence of the body deepened. Now slowly we turn our attention towards the heart region. And connecting not only to the physical heart, we actually dive deep inside the heart and feel the vastness of that region. With the awareness, we take a dive into the heart and connect to the vastness there. Once again, if anything which is not yet transformed, not yet fully turned towards the higher, towards the alignment of your highest aspiration, Then you may feel the space within slightly narrow or shrinking, or that tightness or that heaviness of that space. And then at that point, there's no greater act than to open your heart fully to the above. The space, the vastness above, vastness, that is the divine's abode. The vastness itself is the presence of the divine. Without any anticipation, any worry, we keep diving deep within the heart, connecting to the heart region and the vastness. And connecting this vastness to the above. Now, for some of us, if the connection with the vastness below is well established or feels more authentic and secure, you can connect to that sacred vastness below too. We shall spend last 2 minutes with this intention of intense purification of the self without any personal agenda. This self is connecting to the vastness only for the divine's sake, only for the love towards the divine, towards the supreme. And towards that higher self that I'm yet to meet and become. In these last 2 minutes, let us intensify this flame of aspiration with each breath, connecting to the body, we shall try to remain with the silence of the body, letting each breath penetrate through the body into the vastness below and above, opening the depths of our heart more wider and vaster. On our own, we shall be with this connection as long and as continuously as possible with the sincere aspiration and the help of the grace. Thank you.